व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एसएपी? एसएपी क्या है? कभी सुना है? विनीत, विशाल, विशाल, हाँ। सो तुम्हें, सो एनी आइडिया अबाउट एसएपी? कभी सुना है? एसएपी मतलब क्या है? एसएपी क्या है? किस लिए काम होता है? एनी वन फॉर ऑनलाइन आल्सो? इफ एनी वन नो प्लीज राइज द हैंड और एल्स यू कैन डायरेक्टली स्पोक आउट, नो इश्यू। एनी वन? कोई भी सुना है एसएपी क्या है, किस लिए? एसएपी भी एक सॉफ्टवेयर है, राइट? तो ये आप लोग टैली सुना होगा, और आईआरटीसी का जो ऐप होता है, बैंक्स का ऐप होता है, एवरीथिंग इज वन सॉफ्टवेयर, राइट? ऐप्स होता है, ऐप भी इज वन काइंड ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर, राइट? तो स्मॉल सॉफ्टवेयर है, एप्स रिलीज होता है। अभी एसएपी क्या है? एसएपी एक ईआरपी सॉफ्टवेयर है। जो ईआरपी मतलब क्या है? एंटरप्राइज रिसोर्स प्लानिंग। एंटरप्राइज मतलब, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ एंटरप्राइज? एंटरप्राइज मतलब एंटरप्रेन्योर बोलते हैं ना? एंटरप्रेन्योर का मतलब क्या है? एंटरप्रेन्योर मतलब बिजनेसमैन, बिजनेस, राइट? सो एंटरप्राइज मीन्स बिजनेस। सो बिजनेस मीन्स व्हाट? बिजनेस में क्या होता है? बिजनेस में क्या होता है? परचेजिंग, प्रोडक्शन होता है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग होता है, ट्रेडिंग बिजनेस होता है, सर्विस बिजनेस होता है, और क्या होता है? कुछ कुछ बिजनेस होता है, वो क्या करता है? कुछ मटेरियल को खरीद के प्रोडक्ट करके दे हैव मेकिंग अ प्रोडक्शन एंड दे सोल्ड आउट टू कस्टमर। सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एफएमसीजी इंडस्ट्री। एफएमसीजी जो इंडस्ट्री होता है, दे विल परचेजिंग सम मटेरियल, प्रोडक्ट गुड्स तैयार करेगा, जो एफएमसी फिनिश्ड गुड्स बनाएगा वो मार्केट में सेल करेगा, राइट? सो दिस कॉल्ड लाइक इन एफएमसीजी इंडस्ट्री बोलता है जनरली। तो सर्विस इंडस्ट्री क्या होता है? दे आर रेंडरिंग अ सर्विसिंग टू द वेयर? तो कस्टमर, लाइक हॉस्पिटल कस्टमर को सर्विस, एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट स्टूडेंट को सर्विस करता है। कंसल्टिंग, जो कंसल्टिंग फॉर्म होता है, आईटी कंपनी, आईटी कंपनी, तुम लोग सब लोग आईटी कंपनी के बारे में, आईटी कंपनी दे डूइंग सर्विसिंग टू द क्लाइंट, सर्विस क्लाइंट करते हैं, राइट? सो दीज ऑल कॉल्ड एंटरप्रेन्योर। तो इसलिए एंटरप्राइज मीन्स सभी बिजनेस को, एंटरप्राइज मीन्स बिजनेस रिलेटेड थिंग। रिसोर्स मीन्स, रिसोर्स क्या है? रिसोर्स मतलब बिजनेस एस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए, बिजनेस रनिंग करने के लिए व्हाट वी रिक्वायर्ड, हम लोग क्या चाहिए? लेबर चाहिए, मतलब मैन पावर। नेक्स्ट क्या चाहिए? कैपिटल, कैपिटल नथिंग बट मनी, राइट? और क्या चाहिए? मशीनरीज, अगर वो प्रोडक्शन बेस्ड रिलेटेड है तो उसको मशीनरी जरूर है। मशीनरीज एंड, सॉरी, प्लांट, लैंड, हाँ, लैंड इज अ फैक्ट्री, ओके, फैक्ट्री रिलेटेड थिंग्स। और क्या चाहिए? रॉ मटेरियल, मटेरियल, राइट? और एनीथिंग एल्स टू रिक्वायर्ड? क्या चाहिए? तो ये सब जो चाहिए, ये सब बिजनेस में आने के लिए इसको रिसोर्स बोलता है, एंटरप्राइज रिसोर्स। तो मतलब एक कोई भी एनी काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस, एनी काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस, एनी टाइप ऑफ रिसोर्स, ओके, मतलब मनी, प्लानिंग, एम्प्लॉई, लेबर, मशीनरी, और मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटेजी यूज करना है, सेल्स एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करना है, प्रमोशन करना है, एवरीथिंग कम अंडर रिसोर्स। प्लानिंग दिस ऑल टुगेदर पुट ए वन प्लेस, यू नीड टू मेक ए प्रॉपर प्लानिंग, प्रॉपर प्लान करना है। तो दैट इज कॉल्ड ईआरपी। ईआरपी मतलब एंटरप्राइज रिसोर्स प्लानिंग है, जो कोई एनी काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस, एनी टाइप ऑफ रिसोर्स टू मेक ए प्लान प्रॉपरली to establish your business, right? So this is called ERP. So ERP is a nothing but the meaning of enterprise resource planning. Let me go to the what is ERP. Integrated all in one system, facility to follow among the functions. Among the functions means what happen? ERP is nothing but a you need to procurement, मतलब purchasing a material, purchasing anything. Store means you kept in store like in factory. You store whatever material you purchase, you kept in some particular location, right? So that is called a storage location. We call it. That is a store. Sales means you need to promote that goods, promote that trade business. What? Promote that institute, promote that hospital. Hospital lecture. Nowadays hospital में क्या करते हैं? बड़ा बड़ा बैनर लगाता है, ठीक है, एडवर्टाइजमेंट करता है, राइट? तो जैसे नारायण हो गया, चैतन्य हो गया, there are lots of institutes, right? और क्या करता है आजकल? इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस, the promoting, right? एडवर्टाइजमेंट करके प्रमोट करते हैं. This of finance means we required a finance, we required a production for manufacturing. All these things together in a one place. That is nothing but a enterprise resource plan. In ERP, it is not any software. ERP is not a software. Remember, ERP is a making that integrated all together, all function together one place. We call it as ERP. So many people are not aware of that. That's they called as a ERP. So where you are working, this is ERP. It is not a meaning of ERP. ERP means all together they get the information. Okay. But in ERP, we have a lots of software in the market. We have lots of software. Like in Tally also ERP, like Oracle. Oracle is also software. Oracle. PAN is also software. PeopleSoft also has a ERP software. JD Edward also that. Nowadays Tally also ERP. Okay. You know that every people are aware of the Tally. Right? What is the Tally? What we can use in Tally? हम लोग क्या यूज कर सकते हैं Tally सॉफ्टवेयर में? Tally में हम लोग क्या क्या कर पाएंगे? Anyone idea?
बैलेंस
तो बैलेंस शीट तो कर पाएंगे, क्या क्या यूज कर पाएंगे? टैली किस लिए यूज करते हैं? फाइनेंस के लिए। टैली में अकाउंटिंग एंट्री होता है, राइट? और उसका सब क्या होता है? सेल्स एंट्री होता है, परचेजिंग एंट्री होता है, मतलब मटेरियल रिलेटेड होता है, अकाउंटिंग रिलेटेड होता है, सेल्स रिलेटेड होता है, पेरोल रिलेटेड होता है। ओनली फोर फंक्शन। कौन सा फंक्शन है? ओनली फोर। ओनली परचेजिंग मतलब मटेरियल, sales means sales and distribution, finance means accounts, fourth one is payroll. Payroll means salary work, right? Payroll structure. So these only four functions we can use in Tally. More than that, not possible. We can use in Tally. Okay, there is no other model like in production, completely production. We cannot use a Tally software. Even the purchase also, we don't have like any more. We can have a more. There is no control. Means it, suppose you have created a purchase order in Tally. So in created a purchase order in Tally, in software Tally software, there is no approval process. मतलब कोई भी purchase order, I am an accountant people, I can have post a purchase material, I can also book the invoices. मतलब मैं purchase order में मैं ही create कर पाएंगे, invoice also I need to create. There is no control. So अगर कोई illegal activity करना है मेरे को, तो what I can do? I can book the purchase, I can book the invoices. Where is the control? So like there is no control in Tally. You coming together. Why SAP is a huge demand in the ERP software? As on date, the number one software you can call as a only for SAP. Why SAP is a famous? Before going to step, I will tell you SAP. What is the benefit of SAP? Why the company is choosing for SAP more companies? The reason is that Oracle, go for first Oracle. Oracle only famous for accounts, nothing else. Oracle only familiar for finance. Finance only if the company use the finance sector. If you are a company of finance, then go for Oracle. Oracle is only better. But there is no like other model who can work in Oracle software. Like MM use नहीं कर पाएंगे, sales नहीं कर पाएंगे, production नहीं कर पाएंगे, payroll नहीं कर पाएंगे. किस पे? Oracle पे. ठीक है, Oracle we can use only for finance. तो आपका कंपनी तो only finance छोड़ के different model भी है, different function भी करता है, production करता है, ठीक है, manufacturing करते हैं, पेरोल कैलकुलेशन करते हैं, सेल्स एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करते हैं, प्लांट एंड मेंटेनेंस करते हैं, राइट? क्वालिटी एंड मैनेजमेंट आल्सो देयर. देयर लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स यू कैन नॉट डू. देन इन दिस पर्पस व्हाट टू डू? योर कंपनी अगेन टू परचेज other software. So then if somebody ask, finance people ask, how much purchase order is open still done? In finance manager will ask you, how many purchase order pending? You can say, sir, I don't know idea because I don't have access for that system. Because that is other tool. If you are using a Oracle software, because you know only Oracle related data. There is no other related. So you can ask to other person. He will tell that, let me check, he will check and he will inform. You call back him, he will available, then okay, he is not available, then it will take time for providing a sharing information to your top management. Right? SAP is not like that. SAP is integrated all the module together into one software. As on date, 64 module has in SAP. As on date, like in FI is one module, CO is a one module, MM is a one module, SD is a one module, HR is a one model, PP is a one model, quality and management one is a one model, warehouse management is a one model. Okay, there are lots of like. Okay, there are lots of models. Okay, PP production planning is a one model, right? BW business warehouse, that is also one model. There are lots of all this model together into one software. So if I am an accountant people, I posted the invoices. Okay, then my manager will ask me, how many purchase order is still pending? You are not posted the invoice as on date. Then you can run one report, then you can find out without ask anyone, without ask any team. There is no dependency. Then it means what? The sharing information very quickly and exactly, right? Otherwise, I will call someone, Vineet or Banu, someone. Banu, how many purchase order pending? He will check his system. Maybe he's saying 1,50,000 pending, but he has unfortunately maybe manipulated, right? He said that no, one not 1 lakh 50, 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 30. Manipulation is possible. And also, exact report you cannot get. Right? Because he may be not overlook onto that. He couldn't have identify the proper figure. This is all the reason he couldn't have provided sharing a correct information or a quickly information. So these things are possible only for SAP. That is why SAP is the number one in the market. The major reason of that. It is a very strong, big companies, FMCG, ITGS, ITC, like Audi, BMW, Hindustan India, Coca-Cola, okay, Coal India Limited. There are lots of companies, big companies, all companies in SAP. The reason is that this is the only thing. Because now, Oracle I told you, PAN is a one ERP software where you can only production, nothing else. PAN only you can use for production related model. You cannot use accounting, you cannot use a purchasing, you cannot use a sale. PAN is only for use for production related. Then your company has purchased Oracle, your company has a purchase again PAN software, right? Then it will more users also required, more employment also required, then more expenditure also required because they are maintaining every year they need to maintain, right? Annually maintenance purpose. Then those are the so these all purpose SAP is a major advantage. Now coming to PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft is nothing but it is a HR system. HR means payroll. We can use payroll model only for PeopleSoft, nothing else. Only payroll related we can use a PeopleSoft. Then in this case, what will happen? Somebody asks, what is the existing date exactly? You are in finance team. Your finance okay. Sumit is this month 30th is last date. If you went out from the organization, how much we need to pay? All the full and final settlement. Then I am a finance and I could not help. That's because why? I don't have a PeopleSoft software. If I have a people software, but I don't have access because that people can maintain only HR people. Again, I need to contact to HR people. So it will take time. Then if HR people is available, then okay, I am in a meeting. I will call you back after 1 hour. Otherwise, I am on leave. I will get back to you tomorrow. Right? Then you could not have response proper right time. Then again, PeopleSoft, SAP, we have an integrated HR model. You can run the report, the HR, you can easily identify it. Sumit is a last date this month, we need to pay liability this month. As per wages, as per his extra benefit, whatever the compensation, all this extra, you need to pay this much amount for the as a due date. As last date, the system is given, getting a clear information. That is the beauty. That's why SAP is standing now as on date also. It's a number one in ERP software. JD Edward we can use for again production and production plan. Production and production plan. What is the meaning of production and production plan? Production plan मतलब क्या है? You make a suppose you get an order from Gautam. Okay, so he's asked me to I need a 100 laptop from your Dell company or something. He is providing me quotation as a I need one laptop as a 40,000 rupees. For my 40,000, he has given clear instruction. This much of RAM is required. This much screen is required. This much of speed is required. So everything is giving a specification. Maybe I don't know either I can sold the same asset. I can manufacture 100 laptop. I can get a profit or loss. 40,000. Maybe when I'm starting manufacturing of the 40 laptop, maybe it is not my expenditure should be 41,000. But I could sell them 40,000. Maybe loss, right? 1,000 rupees. So no one is enter into the business to loss. Everyone can make as a profit is a main motive, right? What is the main motive? Main motive is a profit. In this case, what will happen? I need the production plan. If I take one laptop, this is the configuration I required. Then how much exactly I make a MRP means manufacturing cost. That is called a cost of goods sold. Nowadays we call it COGS. COGS matlab cost of goods sold. It is a manufacturing cost of my laptop expenditure. So how much my raw material, how much my labor cost, how much my factory spent on machinery, how much my indirect overhead, indirect means how many employees are involved, what are the electricity bill, what are the my factory rent, what are the my labor cost, what are vehicle I use, what are machinery I am running per hour, everything I could include in my cost. That is called overhead. So everything together I can calculate. Okay, if I manufacturing one laptop, this much of price, my MRP standard cost. We called as a standard cost. My standard cost may be 40,000, 42,000 rupees. But Gautam is providing me quotation as a only 40,000 rupees. In this case, I simply ignore the order. because I couldn't get a benefit. Then why unnecessarily manufacturing, right? So that is why company has to make a plan before raising a sales order. So make done this, we can okay. So you can have no, your specification is not possible due to this reason. We have lost. So you can provide only 45,000 rupees for whatever your requirement. Then he said that his competitor will go for other vendor. He will check. Okay, nobody will say that no, we didn't get. Then he will ultimately come to us to saying that okay, we did right. Then we start with the manufacturing. That is called a production plan. Okay, so if you know planning, then what happens? You completely lose it. So unnecessarily you start manufacturing, you're putting your labor, you're putting your machinery, you're putting your raw material, everything together. But ultimately what? You are gain or loss?
Order.
Huh?
Kind of order.
No, order. Before taking your order, sample order, you need to start to manufacturing a one laptop, how much exactly cost? Either the cost should your order price or not. Because you have told me that 40,000 rupees per laptop you will purchase. But that 40,000 I could not be bear it. Because why? Because I lost. My expenditure it should as my MRP it should as a 42,000 rupees. Then why I can start with him 40,000 sold? Completely lost. Somebody has to put some margin, right? If it is without margin, there is no business. We call it there is no business. No business means what? You completely lost your business, right? So that is called a production plan. These all together we can identify where in SAP. SAP we have a PP production plan. Based on the production plan, okay, my standard price is now, my sales order is either profitability or loss. If it is my profitability, then I start with my business. Otherwise, I can cancel that order. So no, we couldn't have provided. See, sometimes Amazon, if you book anything in online, sometimes Amazon will deliver you, sometimes it's in that no, we couldn't possible to deliver. They cancel your order. Does it happen anyone in the class? I hope because why? They sold out initially to the market to promotion purpose very less price. Once they have reached out the 100 or 50 quantity, then they will increase their price. But your order, you have booked the order as a less price. But unfortunately, they have demanded that product, they have increased their product. Then what happened? Amazon could not you deliver. They have cancelled your order. Again, you need to book a new price. Based on that, they're providing a sample. Big data. These things happen. iPhone and all these things. Initial stage when company is promoting their product, their company has started with a big data recently. What that time also company started with only company what they will put in 100 quantity some place. Okay, I need to 100 quantity to product as a 40,000 rupees. But you are seeing before that the price is a 60,000. But they have delivered 40,000 rupees on particular day, special day. Okay, then you have ready to book. The 10 to 20 people has booked it, then company remaining everything is cancelled. They will you can say no, couldn't possible deliver like that, cancel. Then what happens? If you need that product, then you can book again new order. New order means it should be priced at new price. That's a promotion. They know that. Why they couldn't do? Nobody will get without margin, no will do the business. Every people we are doing employee, right? Some company. So without it, they are not paying us, we can service to them. We can service it to them? No. Because we need to providing a service. Employee means what we are doing? We're providing a service to company. Right? Then in behalf of that, company is paying me salary. If company is not paid me 2 months salary, I can continue? No, right? Because why? I need some revenue. I need some benefit. Even not benefit means nothing but salary. This is the way we need to go. So why SAP is demand due to this reason. First thing, SAP is a integration for all the modules together. SAP is nothing but it is also called a ERP software. ERP means I told you clearly, right? किसी को समझ में नहीं आया up to here? So let me know. तो मैं SAP का पहले पढ़ा देंगे, फिर accounts payable के बारे में बताएंगे. What we need to do accounts payable, okay? Because we are working to only SAP. SAP में accounts payable पढ़ेगा. There are lots of software you can work in accounts payable, but accounts payable is more things you learn in only for SAP. Oracle, everything is software is a limitation, but SAP is a huge model. I tell you why and what reason. Let's do. Integrated people data business process between the organization means you have a different entity. Like an example, Tata TCS is one company, Tata Motor is one company, and Titan is one company, right? There are lots of companies. All company in SAP, they have started one entity, single entity. Every company has a single entity. They're all called as a company, not a company. Company means group of companies. You call it as a Tata Group. Tata Group means in the Tata Group lots of companies. But in company entity means what? Which are legally you need to submit a report to the government of India. That is called you need to submit external report. External report. External report. We call it as a financial report to submit to government of India. So that is called entity, single entity. Tata Motor is a single entity, TCS is a single entity, and Titan is a single entity, but all together as a Tata Group. If Tata Group knows to know that, so how much I get the benefit for this year, the Titan company. Yes, they will identify. How much I totally all together these three company, how much a profit. Then also they can identify based on each company code wise. SAP called as a one company. Company means group company. Company code means single entity. आगे हम लोग के पास तीन कंपनी है मतलब क्या हुआ कंपनी इज नॉट जैसे कंपनी मींस ग्रुप टाटा ग्रुप कंपनी कोड मींस सिंगल एंटिटी एक एंटिटी टाटा टाइटन इज ए वन एंटिटी वन कंपनी कोड टीसीएस इज ए वन कंपनी इट मींस कंपनी कोड अगेन टाटा मोटर इज ए called as a general language company then is a SAP is called a company code each if the start చేశాను ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేశాను each company is called a one entity okay all together we draw the financial statement then any Tata owner need to see how much I get the profit from this business then you will identify based on what based on the company code yes I must get Tata company code as a Tata Steel this much of profit Tata Motor this much of profit Titan this much of profit if all together then we need to again draw the financial statement from where company so again it draw kar sakte so all together into one place okay so these all two together in company code in SAP itself as we need to create a company code so in a group of company called as SAP as a company okay that is the meaning of here so integrated people means what different or people HR administration finance marketing people sales and distribution production right quality management warehouse management these all are called a model so people all together so if you need to ask anything you will get the information very quickly based on the because all together data into one software that's why you can draw the report very easily and very quickly right so now collaboration there is no internal report collaboration organization no no redundancy consistency means data should not be missed out overdraw means डाटा क्या होता है एग्जैक्टली जो डाटा रहता है वही आ जाएगा कोई मतलब ओवरराइट कर नहीं पाएंगे और डाटा एक्यूरेसी आएगा देयर इज नो इनकंसिस्टेंसी डाटा विल कंसिस्टेंट डाटा विल प्रॉपर so there is no inconsistency data okay more than 80% of the ERP customer using SAP so if you suppose you can use 100 companies in top MNC company top 100 companies out of the 100 companies 80 companies are using a SAP itself in a ERP software there are a lot other company how many people are working in ERP software you are working right Oracle see suppose she is working in Oracle okay Oracle means there is only we can use for only for accounts no other mod but if you go for SAP you can use all the model together into one place okay that's why the more customer attract into the SAP because it is all together into one system you can draw the report very quickly and very time safe and without the no dependence also and duplicate data also do not come because why same system same thing is posted there is no suppose I am an employee I have a shift from 8 to 9 o'clock okay somebody joined 9 to again morning clock so I have posted it 50 invoices okay so again Kumar is joined after my shift when Kumar again posted to my invoices system saying that it is duplicate invoice it could not allow to post because why he is posting again the same vendor same invoice number same amount into the same system throwing error message saying that it is a duplicate entry otherwise if you are using a different software means what happened the document to post also duplicate there is no inconsistency there is no consistency it is inconsistent right that is the meaning okay so now more than 80% of ERP customer using ERP additional feature called as adaptability means what is the meaning of adaptability we can take adaptability you can adapt to anything means what any industry we can adapt it any person also adapted any model also adapted suppose you are used now purchase product material sales and distribution finance accounts and CO model now you are adapting the production plan yes it is allowed now you are also PM plant and maintenance model yes it is adapted like this we adaptable even though if SAP is given some standard report that report customer has not satisfied, then we can develop the new report which is easily understanding and easily find out the report. Suppose you can prepare the Excel sheet. Suppose example, in there is a model in accounts payable. In SAP providing a standard report, aging report. Aging means suppose मैं एक vendor को 1 लाख रुपए देना है, but that 1 lakh rupees not to pay today itself. That is aging why. Means at the time of purchasing, I have a contract with the vendor. I told them, so this purchase order, this invoice I can pay you 30 days. This purchase order I can pay you 60 days. This purchase order I can pay you 90 days on the invoice. So it meaning the report, the net due date should be different. But overall, you need to pay to vendor how much? 1 lakh rupees. Out of the 1 lakh rupees, you could not pay today is 1 lakh rupees out of vendor because that is a aging why. Particular amount you have a 30 days. There is a particular amount 60 days, there is a remaining amount 90 days. Then how we can split the 1 lakh rupees to the aging by? That report SAP provided a standard report, but nobody is satisfied. Okay, that's why what happened, the company has to look into their own way of report. Yes, that is possible through the SAP. That's why, because other software in Tally who could not develop the own report. Whatever Tally is given, that report only enough. You couldn't do anything in the Tally. But other software, there are lots of ERP software we couldn't do. But only SAP, we can have to adaptability with any report, any development, any function through the developer with the function consultant. Suppose in finance means we have a function consultant. We need to take help from whom? Developer. So you need to provide a logic to developer. So and so field are required. So and so data is required. Where should come? When which table you pick up and everything you can provide. Function consultant will provide a logic to developer. Developer will design the report. Then the business can use that. That is called adaptability. Anything is possible through the SAP, right? Even the SAP, why SAP is more demand? Because we can use every sector, like in banking sector, pharmaceutical, oil, gas, public sector, pipeline industry, service, cement, FMCG, chemical, automotive, wholesale, global trade management, mining, power, plant construction. It means every industry, SAP is adaptability. SAP can work for it. Even the real estate also. Nowadays, SAP is also adapted to real estate. Real estate also you can do. So about SAP. SAP number called as SAP. SAP is the meaning of in Germany pig. Because this software come from Germany. Okay. कभी भी SAP मत बोलना है. SAP मतलब pig होता है as a Germany language. That's why always called as SAP. SAP. Number is called as SAP. SAP. So what is the meaning of? See, SAP is a Germany multinational software company known as making as enterprise software to manage a business operation. Right? To making an enterprise business, right? Enterprise means what? Business, right? To manage a business operation. How to business operate. So what is a purchase? What is the process of purchase requisition? What is the process of purchase? What is the process of ERN? You need to tell the process. Process means suppose you need to purchase a material from the vendor. Then what is the procedure? Procedure is in your books of account, the vendor code to be there. The vendor code, the bank details to also available in the vendor code. That is a sensitive field. Means only few people can see the vendor information, not all people. Otherwise, bank data is sensitive, right? Everyone can copy means sometimes it happen what manipulation. So that's why people have it is a more reserved, more restriction. Okay, all people could not see vendor report. Only vendor code is required. Then what happened? So go to the purchase requisition process. SAP is providing a process. So if you want to book the purchase of material from the vendor, you post the invoice. So not like other software directly post the invoice. The only possible through where purchase requisition. First somebody has created to purchase requisition. Okay, so my 100 quantity is required. Suppose I required a 40 laptop in Dell company. 100 laptop into 40,000 rupees from the Dell company is a vendor code. I have raised the purchase requisition. Really, I required or not required? This is who decided? My top management will decide it. Means purchase team head. I will raise it, purchase order. Maybe it is required or not required due to fund and all this thing. So the management, it will when I create the purchase requisition, it will go to workflow. It will go to my top management. So like CEO, CFO, it will go. Either big amount, it will go to top level people. Top man. You will see, okay, real is required or not. Okay, new joining is happened. Okay, already 5 years, already old laptop is there. Then okay, we're ready to accept. Then the purchase order is accepted. Okay, you don't know. We already have there is lots of laptop already there. Why could you replacement? Okay, हम लोग कोई पुराना employee छोड़ के चला गया वो laptop हम लोग के पास है. So why not provide the same laptop to the new employee? So unnecessary purchase. Then he will reject the purchase requisition. That's a possible. Okay, these all through control to the way process, business process. So once I create the purchase requisition, either it is okay, then purchase automatically approved it. Once it is approved, the purchase requisition is created as a purchase order. Again, purchase order, the purchase team has to create it. It is a one before 10 lakhs rupees, somebody has to approve. Before 20 lakhs, somebody has to approve. It is hierarchy level. How many level is there? First, manager, general manager, GM, like GM, like CFO, like CEO, 3 approval. First go to CEO, first go to GM, as GM is approved. Next CFO approved. Next go to CEO. Everything is approved. Then it means then what happened? You have order, purchase order is successful. Then you have received the laptop into your office. Then what happened? So that is called a GRN, goods receipt note. GRN, goods receipt. Okay, once you book the invoices, before book the invoices, what you need to receive? You receive the goods receipt. Suppose you sometime what happened? You have not received the goods, but you will receive the invoice. Is it you can allow to post the invoice or not? That's again depend upon the business. बिजनेस अगर बोलेंगे, अगर कंपनी बोलेंगे नहीं जीआरएन आने से भी नहीं आने से भी कोई परवाह नहीं है, आई नीड टू पोस्ट द इनवॉइसेस, मींस यस देयर इज अ कंट्रोल इन एसएपी, विदाउट जीआरएन यू कैन अलाउ टू पोस्ट द इनवॉइस. देयर इज अ कंपनी इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड, नो, जब तक जीआरएन पोस्ट नहीं होगा तब तक इनवॉइस नहीं पोस्ट होना चाहिए. इवन दो इनवॉइस इज कम इनटू अकाउंट्स पेएबल टीम, यू कुडंट पोस्ट द इनवॉइस बिकॉज़ व्हाई? Because system could not allow to post invoices because the company is restricted, saying that these goods as a GRN. If it is until unless GRN is not happened, you couldn't post the invoices. That is called a three-way match. Purchase order, GRN, and invoice. That is called a three-way match. Okay. So then what happened? Once the GRN is done, then invoice people are. Then I am an invoice. I am accounts payable team. I need to check this month and how many invoice pending I need to put. इस मंथ एंड में मेरे कितने इनवॉइसेस पोस्ट करना है. यू नीड टू रन ए टी कोड, देन सिस्टम ओके दिस मच ऑफ परचेज ऑर्डर इज डन, द जीआरएन डन, नाउ पेंडिंग फॉर इनवॉइसेस 10 or 15 invoices pending. Then you will check why these invoices are not posted. You will check, okay, GRN is not happened. Okay, otherwise GRN is dispensed. Means what happened? Suppose you have received invoice 100 quantity, but in GRN you received 90 quantity. That is your mismatch, right? Three-way match is mismatch. Then you need to connect to purchase team or store team. So I received the 100 quantity invoice, but GRN is posted only for 90 quantity. What happened? This 10 quantity. Either we can receive or we can raise a credit note to vendor. In SAP you call it as a credit note, but layman language what you call it? Debit note. Debit note means आप उस vendor जो invoice दिया, अगर 1 लाख रुपए invoice दिया आपको 100 quantity को, आप अगर debit note करेंगे तो क्या होगा? सिस्टम में 10 क्वांटिटी जो वेंडर को डेबिट हो जाएगा. पहले जब इनवॉइस पोस्ट करेंगे वेंडर टू बी क्रेडिट, राइट? वेंडर लायबिलिटी. तो वेंडर लायबिलिटी मतलब क्या है? हम लोग वेंडर को पैसा देना है, राइट? सो अगेन आपको क्वांटिटी मिसमैच हो रहा है, तो व्हाट विल हैपन? यू नीड टू अगेन सेंड बैक टू इनवॉइस, नॉट बिकॉज़ यू रियली यू नॉट रिसीव द मटेरियल, फिजिकली यू नॉट रिसीव मटेरियल, बट यू नीड टू राइज ए डेबिट नोट टू वेंडर. देन दिस whatever the 10 quantity, the 10 quantity has a stand as a debit side vendor. Then 90 quantity 90 कैश मैच. ओके, सो ये सब रहता है. कभी कभी क्या होता है, अगर वेंडर सब सही दिया है, परचेज ऑर्डर का टाइम में 1 लाख रुपए अमाउंट है, जीआरएन का टाइम में 1 लाख रुपए, इनवॉइस का टाइम में 1,10,000 रुपए इनवॉइस आ गया, इधर एक बुक करना. अगेन यू नीड टू कॉन्टेक्ट टू द वेंडर मैनेजमेंट टीम. So I have received the GRN, I have as per purchase order my 1 lakh rupees, but I knew unfortunately received the invoice as a 1,10,000. So what about this 10,000? Either the price is increased and otherwise the vendor is given the wrong invoices. You need to check. If once you posted the invoice, it meaning that again there is no SAP, there is no ERP is a deletion possible. Deletion कभी possible नहीं है. Only to reverse the document. Reverse the document again audit में auditor पूछता है क्यों इसको reverse किया. बड़ा कंपनी में PwC, E&Y, Dell company, Deloitte company, and PwC company, they were every 6 years के एक बार SAP में audit होता है. So they will ask this question to business, why you are deleting this document? So that's why SAP providing a solution that no need to delete. Deletion is not possible as SAP. Only reversal. If you reverse, then post the invoices again reverse. It's unnecessary confused for everyone, right? That's why don't post the invoices. Before posting the invoice, you need to check with the vendor management team either this invoice is mismatched for whatever. Then again vendor management contact to purchase vendor, you will tell that. So vendor saying okay, really this price is increased after purchase order. कभी कभी क्या होता है, परचेज ऑर्डर टाइम में आपने इतना प्राइस दे दिया, बट वेंडर को पैसा लॉस हो गया, तो वेंडर बोला रियली इट इज नॉट गेन पर मी, मेरा रॉ मटेरियल बढ़ गया, तो मेरा price यही है. तो vendor management is accepted. Then you can ask to vendor management, please amendment your purchase order. आपको बोलेंगे उसको क्या है, आपको purchase order amendment करने. Once they amendment the purchase order, then you can post the invoice. Otherwise you cannot. First option. Second option, अगर vendor management बोला कि मेरे पास टीम नहीं है, टीम अवेलेबिलिटी नहीं है, ठीक है, तब क्या होगा, तो you can spotly you can book the invoices is the 1 lakh rupees. Simultaneously you can raise a debit note for 10,000 rupees. That is called a subsequent debit. उस सिस्टम में उसका क्या बोलता है, नॉन रिडक्शन बोलते हैं. एसएपी में रिडक्शन बोलते होता है. रिडक्शन, दैट अमाउंट, हाउ मच रिडक्शन, 10,000 इज रिडक्शन. But you cannot post, you can book the invoices, not extra amount. You can post the invoice total 1,10,000 rupees. Again, simultaneously vendor has debited as a, again 10,000 rupees. Overall, you need to pay vendor how much? Only 1 lakh, not 1,10,000. That is the second case. Third case is what? Third case what? दो केस बढ़ा दिया. थर्ड केस क्या होगा? मैं एक्सेप्ट करना है कि नहीं करना? क्या होना चाहिए? How many people working accounts payable? आगे बार पढ़ाया लग रहा है. फर्स्ट केस क्या होगा, आपको इधर इनवॉइस बुक करना है एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट पे करके, तो यू आर इन अवर एंड अवर, यू कैन नॉट पोस्ट टू एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट टू वेंडर, अदरवाइज टीम विल, एवरीवन इज राइज अप फिंगर ऑन यू saying that why you are paying extra. Nobody will accept it. So the first thing is either purchase order to be amendment, purchase order amendment कर दिया तो invoice equal, right? Second one is you can post the invoices not extra amount, same amount, 1 lakh rupees equal to purchase order. How possible? Reduction is a concept. Based on the reduction, whatever system will create a invoice and simultaneously debit mail. We call it subsequent debit. System automatically created two documents. One is for invoice, one is for debit mail. It automatically created. That is possible. Then in this case, whatever you couldn't pay extra amount, you pay only 1 lakh rupees. That is also equal. Third option. अगर आप एक्स्ट्रा अमाउंट पे किया, एक्सेप्ट किया, तो क्या होना चाहिए? You need to pay extra amount to whom? Vendor. 1 lakh, 1,10,000 रुपए देना है. Is it right or not? तो सिस्टम क्या है? Yes. Is it possible to you can pay when based on the tolerance? Based on the tolerance. Tolerance means how much allowed to post the invoices. So आपको लिमिटेशन होता है एसएपी में कि कितना अमाउंट तक आप पोस्ट कर पाएंगे. तो nobody in a client, so they can allow you to 10,000 rupees. Only they provide 1% or 100 rupees within the tolerance. Either 1%, either 10. 1 lakh पे 10%, 1% कितना हो रहा है? 1 lakh पे 1%? हाँ? ఎంత? 1,000 or else 100 rupees. Whichever is less, 100. System can allow you 100 rupees only difference. Nothing. That difference also goes to where? Price difference. System could not allow to 10,000 rupees. If you अगर उतना एक्सेप्ट कर लेगा, then where is the tolerance? Then where is the control? There is no control. That's why SAP is given these all facility into the in system configuration. That consultant will do that. Okay, you couldn't do anything. Everything is do backend and automatically compose the invoices. हाँ, నాదే అవుతుందా? రూమ్ వల్ల అవుతుందంటావా? తీయకున్నా రూమ్ మార్చాలి. ठीक है, నేనే చేస్తాను. See, the main advantage in SAP, in most of the value, like Germany stock exchange में SAP आ गए, overtaken industry, heavy weight such as Volkswagen, Siemens, ये जो कंपनी से SAP यूज करता है, right? Big company. SAP came from where? Germany. SAP इंट्रोड्यूस कब किया? 1970. 5 former IBM employee named as a फोन नेम. कहीं पे इंटरव्यू नहीं पूछता है, कोई रब करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. Only you know that only 4 existing employee. ये इसका स्टोरी है. 1972 में SAP ने जब स्टार्ट किया, 4 एम्प्लॉई वो लोग एक प्रोजेक्ट पे क्रिएट किया. ये जाके IBM में वो लोग दिखाया कि we have developed one software SAP, so we need to sell this product into the market. Then IBM reject this project. IBM ने क्या किया? उस प्रोजेक्ट को रिजेक्ट कर दिया. Then the 4 employees are fully confident about this software. Then they will everyone is resign their company. IBM, they started their own company SAP. That is called SAP. Start with the one customer. Now it is more than how much? 5 lakhs. More than 5 lakhs customer is now as on date. How many companies? 190 companies. 190 countries are using this software. So SAP is providing a language also, 41 languages to accept it. Like in China, English, like France, Germany, like there are languages, all 42 languages SAP can accept it. Okay, 190 country, 5 lakhs 20. It is not 4 lakhs, it's a 5 lakhs. Okay. So why SAP is demand this much of demand? Due to these all reasons. Integration, I told you, FI to MM integration, FI to SD integration. Suppose you have created a sales order. Okay, the sales people has created a sales order. Then warehouse people have delivered the material. Okay, that's why warehouse management. Sales order is created from sales order, SD model, warehouse management from the goods side outbound delivered, goods side delivered. Then invoice people have booked the invoices, account people. Okay, integration. Purchase, like purchase people has created a purchase order. GRN store people has booked the GRN. Invoice accounts payable team has booked the invoices. It is also integrated in the account. Like in HR people run the month end system statutory fund management and income tax and PF contribution and income tax and professional tax. All these contribution come from where? HR model. HR model to FI entry. Okay. Like in quality management. What happened in quality management? Suppose I created a purchase order. Once the purchase order done, approval is done, then it's come to my store, GRN. Once GRN is done, it will go to quality. Either quality is acceptable, then I can go in invoice. Quality is rejected, then it will again back to vendor. They get involved in the quality management. Once quality the material is passed, then I can come to invoice process. Then account people have put the invoice. Okay, that is called integration. Data security. Why data is more security? अभी टैली में क्या होता है? टैली में एंट्री पोस्ट करेंगे, ठीक है? आप अकाउंटेंट है, एंट्री पोस्ट किया, आपने लास्ट दिन जा रहा है, 2-3 एंट्री डिलीट कर दिया, नहीं तो ड्राइव उड़ा दिया, नहीं तो डेस्क डाटा उड़ा दिया, खत्म. देयर इज नो बैकअप, है ना? टैली में कोई काम किया हो तो पता होगा. टैली देयर इज नो, लाइक इन व्हाट हैपेंस, इट इज ओनली बुक, every data stored in a drive, either pen drive, either drive. There is no like in server, right? What happened? आपको बहुत गुस्सा है आपका मैनेजर के ऊपर, कुछ डेटा एंट्री उड़ा दिया, 2-3 डेट वहां से निकाल दिया बैक एंड से, खत्म. You never get the data. But in SAP, no, never and ever. You can stay in India, you work in here in local Tiger, then the data can see anybody in entire global. So these data to be there in cloud-based, Google Cloud. So whenever, wherever you can draw the report, you can get it through the cloud-based. That is in GCP, Google Cloud Platform, GCP, Google Platform. Okay, so servers to be very keep in one place, so user can work in any location, any region, and tell the world. Okay, and even though the data also pre-production data means what happened. So today I have posted the invoices. Yesterday onward the data to keep in somewhere, and it is copy and go from some other server. Sometimes where your storage in server, that may be something threat is happened, some uncalamities happen. Your weather condition is not good. There is lots of reasons lost your data. Then what happened? Before one day report, you can find out. Come copy the data, copy the whatever you have done the copy yesterday. The data to be there, the pre-production server to be there in some other place. Okay, that is called data security. Central database. Central database. My manager working from Australia. You are working from suppose India. Okay, once you posted the invoice, you can be able to see. Right? That is called a centralized database. Okay, anyone can post at any location, anyone can see enter the any location. So it's a centralized button. You posted means like in banks, bank में क्या entry transaction or the ERP software से bank, like Pinnacle, bank is using Pinnacle, right? So what happen? Entry post करते हैं, transfer तुरंत उसके account में credit हो जाए. So it's a central database, right? Transfer central. Like this, here also central data master data. What is the central data mean? Vendor from Kolkata. Okay, when I am using a company code, I am using a Tata Motor company. The vendor belongs to where? In Kolkata itself. But that vendor I cannot create it, I cannot review, and I cannot do only single person. Can do anyone in my company who have access in vendor master data. Even though he from Australia, he from New Zealand, he can also do editable that field. He can also to post the invoices. He can also the payment. Everything to that. That's also vendor central. Means once I created in my system that vendor, the Tata Motor company, X and Y Z vendor, we can post to entire global. Even the not only Tata Motor, if my other company TCS also use the same vendor, yes, we can use it. Extended that vendor, same vendor code into TCS company also. Same vendor code because all are to my group company, right? Tata Motor also same vendor Kumar and Kumar also to be TCS also Kumar as a vendor. Kumar also vendor as a Titan company. Then maybe same vendor code we can extend it in our SAP. Possible through the central database, central data master. Okay. Best business practice, I told you. What is the process? Yes, first we need to create a purchase requisition. Based on the purchase, go for purchase order. Based on the purchase order, go for GRN. Once GRN is done, inspection. Inspection was payment invoice. Invoice booking through payment. This is the entire process. SAP is providing you the process. Like in advance, what happened? First, we need to create a purchase order. Against the purchase order, 50% we need to pay to advance to vendor. Okay, advance. Purchase order, advance against you can book the GRN quality at the time of invoice booking, you need to set up with the advance with the invoice. Then you need to pay only remaining balance to vendor. So this is the process. Like in sales order, what happened? First create a quotation. After quotation, sales order. Sales order, outbound delivery. Outbound delivery, picking. Picking by billing. Billing by collection. So this is the process. That is called a best business practice. Okay. So multi countries, languages and currency. I told you earlier, the SAP can allow 195 countries, okay, and 42 languages and different currency. So where you can see all the detail, let us show you. One transaction. I will open SAP login. Where it is login? SAP Launchpad. Yes. 1 minute. Huh? So this is SAP software. SAP software आप सिस्टम इंस्टॉल नहीं करता है. Only you can go to the internet or a browser. सिस्टम में डाउनलोड कर 60 GB भी काफी नहीं है इसका. वाइस 2 घंटे है, बहुत दिन प्रॉब्लम है. रूम आ रूम लगी था. Okay, let us see. That was slow, na? Here languages, okay. How many countries allow? There are lots of countries here. SAP is given. See, how many countries? 239. SAP can earlier जब मैं उस टाइम में 195 था. अभी कितना है? 239 countries can system can support. SAP can support. 239 country lo system can accept in SAP. How many languages? Let us see languages. It's more than 42 or something. Let's see. 43, 44 approximately. Okay, one country very pentadi. So, then 1 month 43 will know. So anyway, 44 entries. Okay, that means 44 languages can support SAP. Okay, huh? No, not Telugu. English, German, Telugu, Urdu, Lanka. Okay. You can see less currency. How many currency can accept? Again, 221 currency can allow. So this is why SAP is a wide range in the market. It is occupied 90% in the ERP market. No other software will occupy. If you choose any country based on the country language, you can see Afghanistan, Angola, okay, Australia, Brazil, okay, India, okay, Indonesia, see, Kuwait, South Korea, North Korea, Cambodia, Kenya, Japan, okay, like this lots of 239 countries. So next, standardization. SAP is providing standardization. Like I told you, right? Purchase order, purchase approval, GRN, invoice, and payment. Okay, this is a standard process. We need to follow the standard. Yes, there are a few companies. Suppose we have recently developed one customer, so they don't asking for this requirement. First, to create a purchase requisition, purchase order. After that, what GRN? But they don't want to go for GRN. SAP is providing a GRN. But the client has a special demand that no, we don't want to go to directly after purchase order GRN. They will have a purchase gate pass. Sorry, gate pass means whatever the goods are they purchased, right, before GRN, they need to book the post the entry into gate entry. They have a factory, they enter into the lorry, they need to post all details in the lorry. What is the lorry driver number? What is the lorry number? How much quantity? Everything somebody check. Then SAP is not given that solution. Then what you need to do? We need to develop the gate pass entry. We need to develop the gate pass entry. Okay. Gate pass entry we need to develop. Then what happens? So you need to ask to client, so what are your requirements? They tell that okay, we need to put some details. So you need to develop the one separate screen with the developer, you need to develop. Once the gate pass is done, then they will post the what? GRN. GRN done. After that, SAP is providing a solution invoice. But client again restricted you saying that no, we don't want to, once GRN done, we don't want to post the invoices. Until unless inspection. Then again, somebody has to pass whatever GRN is done. Suppose they have a restriction like 100 quantity we received from the GRN. Out of the 100 quantity, if 100 quantity is passed in the inspection, then only will go for invoice. Otherwise, no, you put in. Then you have develop a custom report, own report develop करके आपको वहाँ पे जो invoice है GRN का साथ अगर 100 match होगा, GRN and quality both are 100, then it will come to invoice report. Otherwise, it will not come. Then what happens? That amount, that quantity to be sent out again to whom? The vendor. Vendor will send a new report. GRN return, purchase return we call that, right? That is called GRN return. GRN in, GRN out. Okay. So until unless GRN inspection, both are should be matched, then only go for invoice. Otherwise, quality inspection should not match with your GRN, then you couldn't post the invoices. So that type of restriction also possible in SAP through own development. Okay. Standardization. If you want to use the standardization, is good. Otherwise, you need to develop as per your client requirement. Real data updating report. What happens? It means real data means I post the invoices. Once I posted the invoice, it is automatically updated in the report. Vendor have 1 lakh due. I can post one more invoice. Then what happens? Automatically update. That is called a real data type. It will not take much time. Okay. Industry specification means real estate purpose SAP providing a separate solution. Okay. Mining purpose SAP providing a separate solution. FMCG purpose. So industry wise they are providing a separate solution. Country taxation. India have a separate taxation. Brazil have a separate taxation. Australia has a separate taxation. India we are using a TDS. There is no only except France. Australia not using a TDS. New Zealand not using. Even the France, only France using withholding tax. Not they called it the withholding tax with France. But again, New Zealand not using, Singapore not using, and Hong Kong also not using, China also not using. Only France and India is using a withholding tax. Withholding tax India we call it the TDS. So then SAP is providing a solution for taxation. But the tax also, France also only only two. But India there is no like two. 194C, 194I, 194J, 194H, 194K, 194Q. What are those? 194C means subcontract. 194G means professional. 194C means 194I means what? House rent. 194B means what? 192 means salary. Salary में डिडक्ट होता ना 5 लाख से अगर ज्यादा है तो आपको सैलरी 10%, 2%, 1%, right? So based on this slab. So even the GST. इंडिया जीएसटी है, पहले क्या था इंडिया वैट था, वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स. वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स में ओनली क्या था सीजीएसटी, सॉरी सीएसटी सेंट्रल सेल्स टैक्स और वैट मींस वैल्यू एडेड टैक्स, मतलब स्टेट में होता. अभी क्या हो गया 2017 का बाद एसएपी इंडिया ने क्या किया, उसको अमेंडमेंट करके जीएसटी लिया, गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स, गुड्स एंड सर्विस टुगेदर. सो मीन जीएसटी मींस व्हाट, गुड्स एंड सर्विस टैक्स. So it is like within the state we can purchase the material. My company belongs to Kolkata. My vendor also belongs to Kolkata. Then what, which state? CGST and SGST. Central sales tax and state. Both should be come. If it is my vendor belongs to Noida, my company belongs to Kolkata, then which GST? IGST will come. Okay, like this, SAP is giving a separate taxation for separate company. TCS, scrap. स्क्रैप. इफ यू वांट टू सोल्ड एनी मटेरियल फ्रॉम स्क्रैप, अगर मेरा लैपटॉप यूज नहीं है, कोई यूज का नहीं है, पर मैं सेल करना है, देन आई कुडंट सेल विदाउट टैक्स, देन इट विल कम जीएसटी एज वेल एज ए स्क्रैप, बोथ शुड बी कम इनटू पिक्चर. क्योंकि स्क्रैप है। इंडिया में कोई भी स्क्रैप मटेरियल भेजेंगे, सेल्स टैक्स जीएसटी भी गिरेंगे, उसके ऊपर स्क्रैप भी गिरेगा। ओके, चलो, तो ये इंडिया स्पेसिफिकेशन टैक्सेशन है। ऐसे एसएपी प्रोवाइडिंग है, ईच कंट्री वाइज आपको टैक्सेशन प्रोवाइड किया हुआ है। तो ये सब जरूरी नहीं है, इतना जरूरी नहीं है, लीव इट। व्हाट इज योर रोल एंड रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, देयर इज ये मैं नहीं पढ़ाएंगे क्योंकि एफआईसी वो कंसल्टेंट है, तुम लोग जरूरी नहीं है। लेट मी कम टू अकाउंट, व्हाट इज अकाउंट्स पेबल, अదే इंपॉर्टेंट కదా। పాస్ కదా ओके, लेट अस सी। ओके ठीक है, मैं अकाउंट रिसीवेबल का बनाया हुआ है, तो सेम लाइक अकाउंट पेबल, ट्रीट एज अकाउंट पेबल। ओके, इंस्टेड ऑफ अकाउंट रिसीवेबल है, इसको पेबल बोल के ट्रीट कर लो, मॉडिफाई नहीं किया, भूल गया मैंने। ठीक है, सो लाइक इन अकाउंट्स पेबल, सो बिजनेस ट्रांजैक्शन, व्हाट आर द बिजनेस master data, master data means it like in a customer master data here, right? We can call it as a vendor master data. Okay, which data? Vendor master data. Maybe in download cheyaled that 1 minute I change diya, okay, maybe I not modified. Okay, so instead of customer you like assume as a vendor. Okay, so it is accounts payable, nothing but accounts payable. Okay, vendor accounts group with the screen layout. What are vendor master data? Master data means it's a permanent existence. एक बार एक कस्टमर वेंडर में क्रिएट कर लिया, राजू मेरा वेंडर है, गुप्ता मेरा वेंडर है, कुमार मेरा वेंडर है, नेहा मेरा वेंडर है, ज्योत्ना मेरा वेंडर है, तरुण मेरा वेंडर है। तो आई क्रिएटेड वंस दैट वेंडर कोड, तो ऑलवेज आई यूज द सेम वेंडर। ओके, until unless vendor has to change their own data, own information, company code अगर चेंज कर दिया, जीएसटी नंबर चेंज कर दिया, then it can create as a new vendor code, until unless it is a permanent existence, है ना। तो 99% वो तो होता नहीं है, right? So master data account group is the screen layout. What are the required field in the master data? Master data में क्या क्या डालना है, क्या नहीं डालना है, everything we can control in the master data. Okay, different level, different means domestic vendor, तो क्या है, foreign vendor मतलब क्या है, employee as a vendor. In our my company I am working in SAP, so all employee as a vendor. Why? Because we are rendering a service to the company, company has to pay to us, right? तो हम लोग ट्रैवलिंग कर रहे हैं, तो अभी पैसा हम लोग पॉकेट से पे कर लिया, बट बाद में क्या करेगा, कंपनी आपको देगा, तो कंपनी हैज टू बुक द इनवॉइसेस, राइट? अगेंस्ट द सुमित, हाउ मच आई नीड टू पे, अगेंस्ट द बोनू, हाउ मच आई नीड टू पे, right? So traveling expenditure, meals expenditure, everything you need to book on a vendor account. That's why employee also treat as a vendor. Employee treat as also vendor, right? Salary पे करेंगे, employee का traveling पे करेंगे, होटल में रहेंगे तो होटल पे करेंगे, कहीं जाएंगे तो पे करना है, right? There are lots of things, right? So number ranges nothing but है, like हम लोग क्या, employee vendor हो गया, foreign vendor हो गया, domestic vendor हो गया, material vendor हो गया, export vendor हो गया, right? Trading vendor हो गया, service vendor हो गया। Why different vendor was creating? Because based on the number. मैंने मेरा कंपनी, मेरे को आइडिया नहीं है, तो I created start with the 1 series. Oh, 1 मतलब domestic vendor है, 2 मतलब foreign vendor है, 3 series से आएगा तो export vendor है, 4 series से employee vendor है, 5th series से material vendor है, 6th series से service vendor है। अच्छा, नंबर सीरीज से इजीली आइडेंटिफाई करने, दैट व्हाई वी क्रिएटेड ए सेपरेट ग्रुप। अगर आप सब टुगेदर एक ही में क्रिएट करेगा तो यू नीड टू कन्फ्यूज इधर दिस वेंडर है, सर्विस वेंडर, दिस वेंडर एम्प्लॉय, मटेरियल वेंडर है, डोमेस्टिक वेंडर, कन्फ्यूज हो जाएगा। इसलिए क्या करना, नंबर सीरीज से आपको इजीली आइडेंटिफाई हो जाएगा ये वेंडर बिलोंग्स टू किसका करता है, वेंडर को कर रहा है, ना तो डोमेस्टिक को कर रहा है, एम्प्लॉय को कर रहा है। 1 ट्रीट एज ए सर्विस, 2 एज ए डोमेस्टिक, 3 एज ए एम्प्लॉय, 4 एज ए एक्सपोर्ट, लाइक दिस। ओके, दैट्स व्हाई नंबर रेंज में क्या करेगा, नंबर रेंज भी क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा। इंडस्ट्री कोड मीन यू आर डीलिंग विद द वेंडर, तो सर्विस वेंडर है, फॉरेन वेंडर है, ट्रेडिंग वेंडर है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग वेंडर है, नहीं तो क्या है, सप्लायर, कोई भी मटेरियल वेंडर है, नहीं तो ट्रांसपोर्ट वेंडर है, whatever vendor, employee vendor है, that industry code also you can put into there. Why that's required? Somebody ask you today, your manager, top management is CFP ask you, so how much I need to pay today as a transport cost, then how do you identify? You have a 2 lakhs vendor code in your company, इन योर कंपनी 2 lakhs, आपके कंपनी कोड में 2 lakhs वेंडर कोड. हाउ डू यू नो दैट हाउ मच आई नीड टू पे ट्रांसपोर्ट वेंडर, ओनली ट्रांसपोर्ट वेंडर? इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट, राइट? 2 लाख वेंडर में से आपको सडनली आपको मैनेजमेंट पूछ रहा है कि मेरे को ओनली ट्रांसपोर्ट वेंडर को कितना पैसा देना है बताओ, तो हाउ डू यू नो दैट? इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, right? Then whatever, use the industry code as a transport vendor, run the vendor code report, then only you can find out this much amount I need to pay transport vendor. Based on that vendor master data we have created in the industry code. Somebody asks employee, how much I need to pay for traveling expenditure for this month for employees? Then system can use as traveling code, they run it, identify travel. How much I need to pay salary? Employee under group, if you pick up the vendor employee good, salary based on the salary GL account, you can identify salary. This everything should possible to the industry code. That's why industry. Now coming to account clerk. What is the meaning of account clerk? Suppose in our company we have a 2 lakhs vendor code. Then any vendor is not response properly. Agar you have already paid the payment, vendor saying that no, you are not received any account. Then vendor is not sending the material. There are lots of problems. You have paid advance. Vendor is not sending you material, then lots of disputes will happen. कोई प्रॉब्लम आया वेंडर से, then 2 lakhs एम्प्लॉय में किसको कांटेक्ट करना है? How do you know that? Then company will decide a vendor management concept where we can, Kumar, I can provide you 2 vendor code. Suraj, I can provide you 3 vendor code. So Kumar, Sudhakar, I can provide you some vendor code. Ravi, I can provide you some vendor code. So what happens? You need to deal with the 100 vendors. You need to deal with the 200 vendors. You need to deal. Then I can easily identify. Okay, this vendor has a problem. I need directly go to Suraj. Ask them, please. I have a problem on this vendor. So please contact him and provide me the details properly. So that is it. Then 2 lakhs vendor. I said that no, I am not responsible. I am not responsible. Who are the responsible? Out of the 2 lakhs. That's why big company they have created an account clerk. The account clerk means. Sometimes what all invoices received, payment also done, vendor saying that no, we are not receiving payment, then who will respond? Then you can say that when you can provide a statement, everything to vendor, to Kumar will deal with vendor. Because he is Kumar vendor management. Kumar is accounting clerk as per your meaning. So in a vendor master data, when vendor will send the statement, so it will go to vendor as well as Kumar also. System will, whenever you generate the vendor statement, it will goes to vendor as well as Kumar also. Because Kumar will talk with vendor, not me. If you are an accountant people, how is it possible to talk to 2 lakhs people? It's very not possible. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to identify 2 lakhs employees. That's why employee is segregated vendor management. The company is providing as this much of vendor you need to do. This much of vendor you need to do. If check is bound, support data change, some vendor master data change, some field change, payment term change, whatever change, he is responsible. Okay? So that is called a master data. Now coming to your terms of payment. Terms of payment, normal payment and installment payment. What happens in terms of payment? Terms of payment मतलब आप जब भी वेंडर से परचेज मटेरियल कर देगा तो डील करेंगे. इट इज ए क्रेडिट लिमिट ऑफ द डेज. सो मैंने कोई मटेरियल से परचेज कर दिया मटेरियल, तो वेंडर को मैंने बोलेंगे रिक्वेस्टेड टू हिम एग्रीमेंट एज पर एग्रीमेंट, अभी मटेरियल परचेज कर रहा है, वंस आई रिसीव द मटेरियल आई कैन पे यू विद इन 30 days पेमेंट टर्म. So 60 days payment term, 90 days payment term, 20 days payment term, 5 days payment term, immediately payment term. Based on the both invoices, system automatically book the invoices to the due date based on the payment term. Okay, this payment term में क्या होता है, जब पेमेंट पीपल पेमेंट करता है तो उनको पता नहीं होता 2 lakhs पीपल को कैसे वो रिकॉग्नाइज करेगा आज कितना आदमी को पड़ेगा. वो लोग एक सिस्टम ऑटोमेटिक रन होता है, ऑटोमेटिक पेमेंट प्रोग्राम. तो उस पेमेंट प्रोग्राम में F110 रन करेंगे ऑटोमेटिकली वेंडर को आज का डेट में जितना ड्यू है उतना ही दे. एग्जांपल, एक वेंडर को मैं पे करना 1 लाख रुपीज. आउट ऑफ द 1 lakh rupees आई नीड टू पे वेंडर ओनली 2 lakhs rupees. सॉरी, आउट ऑफ द 20,000 टुडे, 80,000 not today, 80,000 maybe next month based on my payment term. Then I am a payment, Kumar has a payment, he is run the payment. Then he couldn't pay 1 lakh rupees. You don't know, he couldn't identify because 2 lakhs वेंडर को कैसे रिकॉग्नाइज करेगा, किसको आज पे करना है किसको नहीं करना. ये रन करेगा टी कोड यूज करके ड्यू डेट, सिस्टम ऑटोमेटिकली पिकअप करेगा. आज का डेट में जो ड्यू है वही पिकअप करेगा, आज के डेट में जो ड्यू नहीं है वो सिस्टम पिकअप नहीं करेगा, मतलब पेमेंट नहीं करेगा. सिस्टम ऑटोमेटिकली रूल बेस्ड ऑन क्या है पेमेंट टर्म के हिसाब से. ओके, दैट इज कॉल्ड नॉर्मल पे. इंस्टॉलमेंट पेमेंट टर्म इन बहुत. सो इंस्टॉल पेमेंट में क्या होता है, एक वेंडर का डील करेंगे, बात करेंगे, मैं आपको एक मटेरियल खरीदेंगे आपसे, बट मैं पेमेंट क्या करेंगे इंस्टॉलमेंट में देंगे. इंस्टॉलमेंट मतलब समझ आ गया, मतलब परसेंट. तो आओ, सो 1 लाख रुपीज मैंने मटेरियल किया, वेंडर को बोला 30 डेज में मैं 40% पे करेंगे, 60 डेज में मैं आपको 20% पे करेंगे, 90 डेज में आपको मैं पे करेंगे रिमेनिंग. देन सिस्टम इज स्प्लिट 1 लाख रुपीज इंटू 3 पार्ट्स डिवाइड करेगा, उसमें से ड्यू डेट अलग अलग ड्यू डेट लेगा। तो क्या होगा कंपनी को, कंपनी उससे बिजनेस बेटर कर देते हैं, क्योंकि एक बार देने से पहले पार्सली देने से वो मटेरियल ज्यादा और कोई वेंडर से खरीदेगा, दे विल कॉस्ट गुड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रॉ मटेरियल को कन्वर्ट ए गुड्स एज ए फिनिश प्रोडक्ट कर सकते, क्योंकि उस अमाउंट वो लोग कहीं दूसरा पे इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, राइट। तो दिस ऑल द पर्पस दे यूजिंग है पेमेंट। ओके, क्या है डिस्काउंट, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ क्या है डिस्काउंट। आपको एक डील होता है वेंडर का साथ, वेंडर को बोलेगा, वेंडर आपको एक ऑफर देगा, वेंडर आपको कहेगा आप अगर आपका पेमेंट टाइम 30 डेज है, 30 डेज में पेमेंट दे देंगे तो जितना पैसा मैंने 1 लाख रुपए से आपको देना है, यू नीड टू पे 1 लाख रुपए। इफ यू नो यू कैन पे 10 days, आई कैन प्रोवाइड यू 2% डिस्काउंट। इफ यू पे विद इन 20 days, आई कैन प्रोवाइड यू 1% डिस्काउंट। इफ यू पे मोर देन 20 days, there is no discount. Like this vendor is providing offer. Then system is identify, actually I am paying today, okay, tomorrow is my vendor due date. If I pay today, then I get a 2% discount. If I pay tomorrow, I am lost 2% discount. Then my SAP system automatically recognize, yes, no, I am losing my 2%. Then SAP is become today itself, that line. So आपको 2% SAP benefit कर देंगे। So now rate difference, exchange rate difference. Exchange rate difference means what happen? My foreign vendor, okay, मेरा foreign vendor है, उससे मैंने आज मटेरियल खरीदा, रॉ मटेरियल, मेरा कोई foreign vendor है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रहता है, न्यूजीलैंड में रहता है, उससे मैंने, तो टुडे मैंने परचेज मटेरियल फ्रॉम द ऑस्ट्रेलिया वेंडर 1000 USD में, इंडिया रुपीस आज का डेट है 80 रुपीज है, तो कितना हो गया 80,000 रुपीज आज का डेट में वेंडर। बट मेरा जब पेमेंट करेंगे वेंडर को, फॉरेन वेंडर को, उस दिन में भी वो 80 रुपीज नहीं रहेगा, फॉरेन करेंसी फ्लक्चुएट होता है एवरीडे, यूएसडी अप एंड डाउन होता है ना, तो सेम लाइक अप एंड डाउन जब होता है तो वेंडर को मैंने उस टाइम में 82 रुपीज हो गया मेरा फॉरेन करेंसी, उस पहले मैं परचेज के टाइम में 80 रुपीज था, बट मैं आज पेमेंट कर रहा हूँ उसका कितना हो गया 82 रुपीज हो गया, तो मैं 2 रुपया क्या हो गया लॉस होगा। दैट इज कॉल्ड ए फॉरेन करेंसी गेन एंड लॉस अकाउंट। वी हैव ए लॉस अकाउंट, इफ इट इज गेन आएगा तो गेन, कभी गेस भी आ सकते हैं, लॉस भी आ सकते हैं, इससे डिपेंड, ये कंपलसरी करना है। यार पर अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 21 बोल रहा है इंडिया में, यू नीड टू पे और नॉट टू पे वेंडर, बट एट द मंथ एंड यू नीड टू रन ए फॉरेन करेंसी रिवैल्यूएशन, रन करना पड़ेगा। अकाउंट्स पेबल टीम का ये रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है कि कितना लॉस हुआ कितना लॉस हुआ, दे नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई। ओके, इसको बोलता है अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 21 फॉरेन करेंसी रिवैल्यूएशन। ठीक है, स्पेशल जीएल इंडिकेटर मतलब क्या है कि मैं जनरली पेमेंट करेंगे तो एडवांस भी होगा, रिक्वेस्ट भी होगा। सपोज वेंडर ने बोला है नहीं मैं आपको मेटेरियल, वेरी फ्यू वेंडर दे वर आस्किंग यू बिफोर सेंडिंग ए मेटेरियल आई नीड ए डाउन एडवांस, ओके, देन एडवांस हु विल पे, फाइनेंस टीम विल पे, deal with vendor, purchase team maybe, then purchase team what happen, purchase team will raise a purchase order, in the purchase order they will give a clear instruction, you need to pay 40% to vendor, 40% as a vendor advance. Then what happened, when purchase people and they created a purchase order, system automatically created as a purchase called a down payment request. Down payment request means the requesting, they were requesting to finance team, so we purchase a material from this vendor, vendor is requesting us to 40% we need to pay to advance, then finance team will pay the advance to vendor against the purchase order instruction. Okay, these things are possible from the down payment. Reconciliation, what is the meaning of reconciliation? Reconciliation मतलब reconciliation అంటే जनरली रिकॉन्सिलिएशन मतलब क्या है, कोई भी है, अकाउंटिंग छोड़ दो, ऐसे एनीवन फ्रॉम ऑनलाइन पीपल, ओके, ऑनलाइन मे बी नॉट रेस्पॉन्डिंग, ओके, और जब करो व्हाट इज रिकॉन्सिलिएशन, तो मंथ एंड में रिकॉन्सिलिएशन होता है, so how the one reconciliation to be happen now, vendor is saying that, so Kumar you need to pay 2 lakhs rupees to me as on date, but in my books of account it is 1,20,000 rupees, so how much difference, 2 lakhs rupees in his books of account is a statement, but my books of account it is 1,20,000 only, 80,000 is different, then I need to check, put together into one place, I need to check, so what is the difference, either I miss the invoices, maybe I missed the one invoices, that may be the reason 80,000 missing, maybe I paid the amount but it is not recorded in the books of account, that could be the one reason, right? These two reasons may be happen, then you need to reconciliation, that is called a reconciliation, you need to match with both the books. लेकिन बैंक रिकॉन्सिलेशन इन योर बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट, इन योर पासबुक में, आपको पासबुक में रहेंगे 250 रुपया, पर बैंक में जाएंगे तो आप 250 रुपये नहीं रहेंगे, क्योंकि बैंक विल डिडक्टेड सम चार्जेस, एटीएम चार्ज डिडक्ट कर दिया, नहीं तो कोई कस्टमर आपको बिना बोल के पैसे डाल दिया, देन इट्स मिसमैच, राइट? यू नीड टू रिकॉन्सिलेशन, बोथ टू बुक्स के रिकॉन्सिलेशन करेंगे. इट इज आल्सो मेटेरियल रिकॉन्सिलेशन, इट इज नॉट लाइक अकाउंटिंग रिकॉन्सिलेशन. मेटेरियल रिकॉन्सिलेशन आल्सो कॉल्ड. फिजिकली आप बता रहे हैं, आपको फिजिकली आपको स्टोरेज में मेटेरियल 100 क्वांटिटी है, बट बुक्स में 120 क्वांटिटी है, तो क्या हो सकते हैं? इधर यू नॉट पोस्टेड, वहां से डिस्पैच हो गया मेटेरियल, बट आपने बुक्स में एंट्री नहीं मारा दिया, राइट? नहीं तो आपने रिसीव कर दिया 20 क्वांटिटी वेंडर से, बट वहां पे रिसीव एंट्री कहीं दूसरा प्लेस में रख दिया. दैट इज कॉल्ड reconciliation. It is a material reconciliation, it's a financial reconciliation. Anything. The customer, it's a vendor, it's a bank, any reconciliation. Okay? Clear? Special GL account. What is a special GL account means? SAP we call it as a special GL account. Request, noted item, support, returns and money, Suppose you have deal with the vendor, so generally contract account, जो construction company होता है उसमें क्या होता है? Retention बोलता है. तो retention मतलब जब भी बिल रेज होता है, वेंडर जब कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी जब बिल रेज करता है तो क्या करता है? वेंडर कंपनी ने कुछ कंपनी अमाउंट होल्ड रख देता है, बिकॉज until unless I'm not satisfied your job, I couldn't provide you 5%. At the end of the day, I can provide you every bill, I can deduct you 5%. Okay, every bill में क्या होगा? 5% मैं आपका, because if I not satisfied that material, I couldn't pay 5 rupees. Okay, if I satisfied, then I can pay 5 rupees. That's the agreement. That is called retention money. Okay, like in bank guarantee. Bank guarantee also come into special GL. What is the meaning of bank guarantee? कभी सुना bank guarantee? When the company want to increase their business, company want to extension their business, the most of the company go for bank guarantee. Like in the lots of construction industry, infrastructure industry, all are going to bank guarantee. Bank guarantee means the company have not sufficient fund, but they want to enter into the business. The bank will provide you bank guarantee, pay down their security, some assets. Okay, then bank will deal with, okay, you need to purchase the material from vendor. We are take care. Bank will take care. Bank will pay it to them. If you not pay to vendor, if you pay to vendor, then good. If you not to pay to vendor, then bank will collect from you. From where? From you, with some charge of interest, some charge of amount. Otherwise, if you not pay, then you have deposit. Already you have provided to bank to your security, right? Some business, some capital, whatever, the bank will collect. So these things are happened. That's called a special GL. Retention money, bank guarantee, bills of exchange. Means what happened? Bills of exchange, what happened? I have some bond. Okay, I have some bond. So the amount will be received maybe after 2 years. But today I need an amount. Today I need an amount. But I may be received after 2 years that amount. But today I want to require it. I go to the bond to go to bank. I will submit the bank. I will tell the bank, okay, I have a 2 bonds. Okay, but this much of amount you can provide me the amount. I will pay after my 2 years. The bank will provide you some amount with your bond. Then you will start with your business. These things are about. These all come into a special GL. You can identify it. Regrouping, reclassifying means previously the vendor is a material vendor. Now the vendor may be employee vendor. The now may be trading vendor, different vendor. Then you can reclassify. Vendor you need to modify. Okay, and the reclassify, there is other meaning of reclassify means aging report. In SAP more advanced is aging report. Aging report means this much vendor, how much amount I need to pay. So what is my net due date? How much I need to pay vendor? 60 days how much? 180 days how much? 120 days how much? 365 how much? Every line you can identify separately. That's also reclassify. Okay, this foreign currency. I told you foreign currency as per accounting standard 21. You need to run a foreign currency review. अगर pay करना है, नहीं करना है, that's a different thing. But you need to run a foreign currency. Who will take care of this responsibility at to time? Record to report team is a take care for this foreign currency revaluation. मतलब मैंने accounting standard 21 क्या बता रहा है इंडिया में? समझो मैं आज इस एक वेंडर से मेटेरियल खरीदा है, वो फॉरेन वेंडर है, यूएसडी वेंडर है, तो उनका पास 100 रुपीज का मैंने यूएसडी खरीदा है, तो एज पर माय प्राइस टुडे मार्केट इंडिया 80 रुपीज एक्सचेंज रेट, तो मेरा कितना हो गया 1000 इंटू 80,000 रुपीज में मैंने मेटेरियल खरीदा। ठीक है, मैं अगर पे कर दे रहा है तो क्या हो गया 80 पे कर दिया तो टुमारो और डे आफ्टर टुमारो पे कर दिया तो 82 रुपीज पे कर दिया, तो 2 रुपये लॉस है, वो कहाँ जाता है रियलाइज्ड लॉस। वेरी गुड, रियलाइज्ड लॉस, मतलब मैं रियलाइज हो गया, लॉस हो गया बोलते, क्योंकि आई हैड ऑलरेडी पेड टू वेंडर, राइट। 82,000 दिया, इंस्टेड ऑफ 80,000 में 82,000 रुपए दी, क्योंकि फॉरेन करेंसी फ्लक्चुएशन हुआ, तो मैंने लॉस हो गया, दैट इज कॉल्ड रियलाइज्ड लॉस। गेन भी हो सकता है कब, अगर अमाउंट घट गया, वो 80 में 78 हो गया, देन क्या हो गया, आप गेन हो गए, तो देन रियलाइज्ड गेन। गेन इनकम में आएगा, एक्सपेंडिचर पीएल आइटम में डेबिट साइड में, राइट। गेन इनकम में क्रेडिट साइड में। सेम लाइक अनरियलाइज्ड, इस मंथ एंड में मैंने पे नहीं किया, बट मेरा मंथ एंड हो गया, अभी तक मैंने पे नहीं किया, बट गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया क्या बोलता है, अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 21, यू नीड टू रन ए फॉरेन करेंसी रिवैल्यूएशन, सच टाइप ऑफ एंट्री आल्सो, उस टाइप ऑफ एंट्री भी आप क्या करना है, फॉरेन करेंसी रिवैल्यूएशन रन करना पड़ेगा बोले। तो इन दिस केस क्या करना है, मंथ एंड में आपको सिस्टम रन होगा, तो उसमें क्या होगा, अनरियलाइज्ड लॉस में जाएगा, किसमें जाएगा, अनरियलाइज्ड लॉस में जाएगा। मंथ एंड 31 को 1 तारीख को डॉक्यूमेंट रिवर्सल हो गया, क्यों रिवर्सल हो गया, क्योंकि आपने पे नहीं किया, इसलिए वो रिवर्सल हो गया। अगर आप पे कर, अगर वो रिवर्सल नहीं होता तो आप लॉस है, आपको बुक्स में डायरेक्ट लिफ्ट हो जाएगा, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम आप पे करें, नेक्स्ट टाइम आप अगले महीने आएगा, अगले महीने में लॉस होगा, तो वहां पे 89 रुपीज हो गया, तो ऑलरेडी 2 रुपया पे कर दिया, और भी वहां पे 9 रुपीज पे करेगा, तो 11 रुपये तो नहीं पे करेंगे, ओनली कितना पे करेंगे, 7 रुपये डिफरेंस ओनली पे, राइट। तो दैट्स वाई मंथ एंड में वो पोस्ट होगा, मंथ 1 तारीख को रिवर्सल हो जाएगा ऑटोमेटिक। रिवर्सल होने से जो न्यू प्राइस रहेगा उसी को फॉरेन करेंसी रिवैल्यूएशन रन। ओके, समझ में आ रहा है, एवरीवन इज क्लियर, कंफ्यूज? तो ये जब हम लोग ट्रांजेक्शन जब पोस्ट करेंगे सिस्टम में, देन मे बी यू कैन अंडरस्टैंडिंग बेटर। ओके, नाउ मंथ एंड में पोस्ट होगा अनरियलाइज्ड लॉस में, नहीं तो अनरियलाइज्ड गेन में होगा, 1 तारीख को रिवर्सल हो जाएगा। क्यों 1 तारीख को रिवर्सल हो रहा है, क्योंकि आपने रियली लॉस नहीं हुआ, रियली गेन हुआ, जस्ट आपको अकाउंटिंग में अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड 21 का हिसाब से, इंडियन अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से रन किया, ठीक है। देन बैंक गारंटी बता दिया। हैंडलिंग बैड डेबिट्स, वेंडर को आप कभी पैसा नहीं देना है, जैसे आपने वेंडर का मटेरियल सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं हुआ, आप पैसा नहीं देना है, देन यू कैन ट्रीट एज ए बैड डेट्स, मैं कभी नहीं देंगे, मेरे लिए बेनिफिट है, राइट। बुक्स में एंट्री पोस्ट कर देना इनकम बोल के, दैट इज कॉल्ड ए बैड डेट्स, राइट। हैंडलिंग बैड क्रेडिट मैनेजमेंट, इट विल कम इनटू कस्टमर नॉट फॉर वेंडर। कस्टमर में कैसे आता है, मतलब कस्टमर का अपना अमाउंट, एक कस्टमर है, उस पर 5 लाख क्रेडिट लिमिट दिया है, अप टू 5 लाख का सिस्टम के अलाउ टू पोस्ट, 5 लाख एक बार हो जाएगा, सिस्टम आपको पोस्ट करने नहीं देगा, सिस्टम रोक देगा, बोलेगा कि इस कस्टमर को ऑलरेडी आपने 5 लाख क्रॉस कर दिया, आप पेमेंट नहीं करता, until unless credit manager has to be enhance this credit limit or else you can cancel the sales order, अदरवाइज वो अमेंडमेंट करना है, नहीं तो वहां रोकना है, नहीं तो कस्टमर आपको पैसा देना है, राइट। डनिंग, डनिंग इज नथिंग बट अ नोटिफिकेशन, कस्टमर ने आपको पेमेंट दे दिया, आपने पैसा दे दिया, ठीक है, आपने सेल कर दिया, कस्टमर आपको पैसा नहीं दे रहा है, आपने पूछना बनेगा, एसएपी में ऑटोमेटिक रिमाइंडर जाता है, तो एसएपी में क्या होता है, कस्टमर से नोटिफिकेशन जाता है, एसएपी में वेंडर का समय रेमिटेंस जाता है, रेमिटेंस पे अगर अकाउंट वेंडर होगा तो रेमिटेंस जाएगा, अगर कस्टमर होगा डनिंग लाएगा, डनिंग मतलब नोटिफिकेशन, वेंडर मतलब रेमिटेंस। वेंडर कैसे रेमिटेंस होता है, आपने वेंडर को पेमेंट कर दिया, सो एंड सो इनवॉइस, वेंडर को पता नहीं, आपको बहुत ज्यादा वेरी बिग वेंडर है, आपको लॉट्स ऑफ करोड़ में आपको बुक में डील करता है, तो यू हैव डन द पेमेंट, वेंडर को तुरंत चलेगा, सो एंड सो इनवॉइसेस को आपको पेमेंट मिल गया बोल के इनवॉइस ऑटोमेटिक चला जाएगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड रेमिटेंस, इज कॉल्ड पेमेंट एडवाइस, पेमेंट एडवाइस, राइट। एंड इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन आपको पता है, अगर कस्टमर बिग टाइम में पैसा नहीं देगा, वेंडर ने बोला आप इतना दिन में मेरे को पैसा नहीं देगा, आपको उसके ऊपर चार्ज लगेगा, दैट इज कॉल्ड इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन, ओके। ये मैनुअल क्लियरिंग, ऑटोमेटिक क्लियरिंग, अगर किसी को पेमेंट करना है तो मैनुअली पेमेंट कर सकते हैं, ऑटोमेटिक क्लियर करना है, सिस्टम में टी कोड ऑटोमेटिक पेमेंट प्रोग्राम बोल के वो रन करेगा, तो सिस्टम अपने आप आज का ड्यू डेट जो है वही ड्यू डेट है। ऑटोमेटिक पेमेंट प्रोग्राम एडवांटेजेस क्या है, तो सिस्टम कैन ओनली पिकअप ओनली ड्यू डेट वाला छोड़ के कुछ भी नहीं होता है। मैनुअल मतलब अगर 60 डेज उसका क्रेडिट लिमिट है, आप आज पे कर सकते हैं मैनुअली, बट ऑटोमेटिक में नहीं कर पाएंगे, आज जिसको देना है वही सिस्टम पेमेंट कर पाएंगे, तो 99 कंपनी यूजिंग ऑटोमेटिक क्लियरिंग, मैन्युअली कोई कंट्रोल नहीं रहता है। ऑटोमेटिक में एक वेंडर को मेरे को पैसा नहीं देना है, वेंडर को ब्लॉक करना है, तो सिस्टम कुड नॉट पिक अप दोज वेंडर, मैन्युअली उठा ले, आपने फोर्सफुली पोस्ट कर रहा है, बट आपको एक वेंडर 3 इनवॉइस है, 3 इनवॉइस में एक इनवॉइस को पेमेंट नहीं करना है, वेंडर को 2 इनवॉइस को पेमेंट करना है, तो दैट थिंग आल्सो कंट्रोल ऑटोमेटिक, बट मैन्युअली में वो कंट्रोल नहीं, इसलिए मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनी यूजिंग ऑटोमेटिक, we will learn together, okay। हैंडलिंग में बैड डेट हो गया, डनिंग हो गया, इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेशन हो गया, बिल्स ऑफ एक्सचेंज बोल दिया, पोस्ट डेटेड चेक, आपके पास अभी पैसा नहीं है, एक चेक लिख दिया वेंडर को, 2 महीने के बाद आप बैंक में जाके चेक डिपॉजिट कर लेंगे। तो एट द टाइम यू हैव परचेज मटेरियल फ्रॉम द वेंडर, आप बोल दिया 2 महीने के बाद आप ये चेक यूज कर सकते, बिकॉज नॉट आई डोंट हैव a sufficient money, I need to come from source from some other material, other customer need to pay to me, once they have deposited into this account, yes I need to inform you, you can deposit into this check. At the time being, for the guarantee purpose I am providing a check, that is called a post dated check. We learn all into here. Interface also we learn ये अकाउंट्स टेबल में पूरा सिक्योर, ठीक है। ऑनलाइन पीपल कोई डाउट है क्या?
No, no.
दीक्षा एंड अंजलि शर्मा, आनंदिता,
No doubt. No doubt.
इस एक क्लास आपको मे बी वॉइस प्रॉब्लम होगा, नेक्स्ट क्लास कुड नॉट, ओके आई विल डू सम अदर अरेंजमेंट, either I can use for mic or something else, okay? Anything you to ask? कोई पूछ सकते हैं क्या कुछ? सुमित रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप कर दे रहा है, I will send you this recording, हाँ?